My buddy Austin is definitely excited to rip his KTM. As you can see, we're at the 2020 Ellsworth Dual Sport Ride hosted by Valley Springs Motorcycle Club on July 25th of this year. This was a really well put together event. It's right around 150 miles. Um, you get to the fairgrounds on Friday night and you can get all signed in and everything if you want. Otherwise, you can do it Saturday morning. But they do have two large trailers for all the riders' gas cans, and one trailer is for your lunch gas can, which is about 80 miles, and the second trailer is for your second gas can, and that would be at your 40-mile gas stop and your 120-mile gas stop. And this was really convenient because even being on a CRF230, which should easily run 100 miles on a tank of gas, it was nice to know that with a gas can I would never run out. So um, this day it was about 89 or 90 degrees with a ridiculous amount of humidity. So it was really nice that the club decided to put a medic at the first gas stop, as well as they had water and Gatorade there, and they didn't charge for it. They could have. I would have paid $10 for a bottle of water at that point because my hydration pack was empty and I was just drenched. So it was really awesome that they did that for the riders and didn't ask anything for it. The trails were extremely well marked. I did bring a GPS phone and I did get a GPX track from the club a couple days before the event, but honestly, if they continue to mark the trails this well, you won't even need to have a GPX file because there were so many markers out there that you couldn't possibly go the wrong way. Even with the track doubling back over itself a couple times, it was really easy to navigate your route. We did have a lunch provided by them that ran between 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. And due to COVID, I think they did a really great job. They had great, I think it was ham sandwiches and some noodle salad and a cookie bar and your choice of Gatorade or water. And with everything that they have to do, trying to keep everybody safe, I think they did a really great job with that too. There were multiple club members throughout the day keeping track of where all the riders were, checking to make sure if everybody was okay. I saw one club member in a truck. I saw another couple of them in like I think a Kawasaki Mule or something. Um, they were just all over the place. In fact, I even at 120 miles, which is the third gas stop, we decided to head back to camp because we were just didn't have any energy left, and I ended up doubling back on one of the trails, and I actually got chased down by a club member on a bike, and he stopped me just to make sure that we were okay and that we knew where we were going. And that's really cool because it just really shows how much effort they put into this ride. And for $75, and you get lunch included, and the trails are just amazing. I mean, you have no idea what's coming next. There was some cornfield stuff, there was a little bit of pavement, a little bit of gravel, there was some single track, there was some two track, lots of up and down hills. They say on their website there's, the hills are several hundred feet high and they ride them top to bottom, and that is literally the truth. The elevation changes are really great, and a lot of the hills are pretty challenging. Um, the good news is that if you do need a hand getting up the hill, there's always somebody there to help you out. Nobody's ever going to leave you, not being able to get up the hill. Even on a Honda CRF230F, which is just like an 18 horsepower air-cooled bike, I was still able to make it up all the hills with a little bit of struggle on the first try. This hill right here is a long downhill. I was pretty much just coasting down it in neutral all the way and probably gained speeds up to 40 miles an hour just coasting down this hill. It just went down forever and ever and ever. And then you turn the corner and it goes down even more. And the video camera does not show how steep this is. These hills are pretty steep. I had this thing pinned in like second gear just to climb up it. So lots and lots of fun. If you haven't done a dual sport yet, definitely look into it. The community is much different than going to the MX track where everybody is competitive. When you go to the dual sport rides, everybody just wants to hang out, be in nature, talk about bikes, look at each other's bikes, have a good time. It's just a whole lot of fun, and going to these events, you never know what's coming next, like I said before, and they're constantly changing up the trails. I was here about 3 years ago, and these trails are completely different from what they had last time. I did see a couple sections that were similar, but a whole bunch of new stuff added in, so I had no idea what was coming. At these dual sport rides, there were so many different types of bikes. I mean, there are everything from $10,000 KTM's down to $1,500 bikes, all the way up to, I saw one guy on a Honda Africa Twin. If you're thinking about getting into dual sporting, whatever you got, bring it out, ride it, and we'll hope to see you there next year.
Thank you.